Welcome to another special edition of Litter Media Live. I'm Dan Rainey, and you'll see a recognizable face next to me. That is Cheryl Beverly from Cheryl's House of Hope, and a new face for you. Maybe a little older, but it's a new one to us.
Yeah.
And that is Dwaine Goshen. We're explaining why they are here today, right after this, from Pickaway Ross Career and Technology Center Adult Education.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
As I mentioned, we have Cheryl Beverly with us, along with Dwaine Goshen. And good to have both of you here. Thank you for coming in today. Cheryl, you made an announcement over the weekend that Cheryl's House of Hope has somewhat run its course. And we wanted to say thank you to you for what you and your team, your board, have done for helping women here in Ross County for how many years now?
11 years.
11 years. And some things run their course. But in this situation, we wanted to give you an opportunity to basically tell us a little bit more about what has been accomplished with Cheryl's House of Hope and what your next chapter is.
Okay. So Cheryl's House of Hope, it has many jobs. Yeah. And the house just wasn't housing women and children, which is up in the hundreds. You know, I can't count, but I know it's up in the hundreds of helping women and children, along with thousands of food distributions and clothes and shoes and a lot of life skills. The families, anybody could come to us and I'd find a way. We'd find a way, and that was from the community. I can't just take on all the, the good things that happen. I also have to give it to the community as well, because if it wasn't for the community, there was no way I could have been able to do it, by myself.
Because not long ago, you were homeless. You were
Yes.
in those situations that
Yes.
you've helped these women with. And as you mentioned, not just women, but also children.
Right.
And your heart for that has been incredible.
Yes.
And we can't say thank you enough for helping those folks in those situations. But like you say, the community's gotten involved as well.
Yes.
And with Cheryl's House of Hope coming to a close, that's where Dwaine comes in.
Yes.
Because your next chapter is elsewhere.
Yes, but you always have to understand that Cheryl's House of Hope is coming to a close, but not where was I. The actual government name of the organization is where was I. And that is because, a single mother dealing with the addiction as well with her own children. And, I did what I done was I prayed about it and I asked God, if you save my children, I'll do whatever you want. So this is what happened.
Yeah. Now, you have a common friend that brought Dwaine into your life in this fashion, right?
Yeah, well, he's not just a friend, but he's family.
Yeah.
So, everybody, I'm sure everybody knows in Chillicothe, Tim Harris. Well, his son, Timmy too, they call him too. He reached out when he was speaking with Dwaine. He said, I got the right person for you. And we'll let Dwaine share that.
Yes. Dwaine, you have a group called Farmers Finest Foods. Explain what happens with this organization.
Well, I'll just give a quick little backstory.
Sure.
This company started 16 years ago, and started by accident, really. A gentleman I knew had a company similar to this, but he didn't know how to kind of build the business, get the word out there. And so I went in and went around into the neighborhoods and tried to find out where the need was. and what we could do. And what I discovered was that, in these neighborhoods where a lot of single moms are, and they got, their kids, 2, 3, 4 kids, they live in a very stressful place at times, mentally, physically, emotionally. And so I thought, well, you know what? We can come in here and not just provide food, but provide a moment where everybody can just exhale and, treat the kids well. And I used to always give them suckers and all that kind of stuff. But now they're all grown up and they still remember, hey, Mr. Dwaine with the suckers, and it's just kind of pretty cool. But what we do and what I've found is that a lot of times the moms have run out of funds to buy food. And whether it be SSI, disability, EBT, they're trying to figure out how to feed their family. And that's where we come in. It's, I don't know of any other companies that do what we do, but they'll call us, they'll say, hey, can you come by? And sure, we'll come by, and folks would pick out the groceries that they wanted. We'd go ahead and give it to them on the spot. And then when they get their funds later, they just pay us. Even today, people go, you do what? You give us the food now and we pay later? Yep, absolutely. And so it gives us an opportunity, and the single moms, because probably 98% of our customers are single moms, and they start out as customers and they become family. Mm-hmm. Because I always try to project an attitude of all inclusive. Everybody, be a part of something. And so it relieves the stress of how am I going to feed my kids. Mm-hmm. So it's a niche that I think is very important to the community. I'm big on with the kids, especially because it's a type of, I don't even call it a job. It's a kind of a mission that you're very grateful for the things that one has, because there's a lot of folks that don't have.
Right.
All right. And so if I could be a small part of relieving some of the stress and pressure from the community, I want to do that. Mm-hmm. I want to do that. It's it is a God thing. Mm-hmm. The people that are involved now and previous to this, they're all of good heart, and they're all about community, and they're all about how can I help. And I always believe power in numbers, right? Mm-hmm. And when you have those power in numbers are people of good heart with the right spirit of togetherness, and what can we do to make other people's lives better. God has put those people in my place. Yeah. Or my path, I should say.
I would have to ask, and I'm sure people watching would probably think, how do you avoid being taken advantage of if they're going to pay later and so on and so forth? But it's obviously a successful method because you've been doing it for 16 years.
True. And here's the thing with that is, like, not everybody is a good person out there.
Yeah.
All right? So there are some people that will go ahead and get the food, and they may block their card or whatever and not pay. But as I always told everybody, look, I'll always do the right thing, you do the right thing. And when you're low on food, you'll always be able to call me. And I'll always be there and always make sure you and your family are stocked up and well fed. If you take advantage of that, that is great. If you cancel your card intentionally, then you can't call me again. All right? Because I want it to be where, you know, I can trust you, you can trust me. Don't do the wrong thing, because at the end of the day, eating never goes out of style. It just doesn't. So, you know, my service or our service will come in handy for people forever. But once that I can't trust you or your word, then I can't do business with you again.
Yeah.
It's just that simple. So most people don't want to burn that bridge because they know how much value it is to them and to others.
And when they wake up to the fact that the children are the ones who would suffer, that eventually gets to your heart. And it's like, how can I let my kids down?
Right.
Yes, absolutely. And you know, we always factor in about a 4% of total sales that aren't going to work out.
Yeah.
All right. And that's okay. That's okay. Because it's like with I feel very grateful that Cheryl's getting involved. The thing is, getting the word out is so important. In Indianapolis, everybody knows Farmers Finest. They know Mr., as they call me, Mr. Dwaine out there for years. But in the communities that Cheryl's going to get involved in, getting the traction, getting the word out by somebody who is trusted, is hugely important, just hugely important, because as Cheryl mentioned to me earlier, a flyer's a flyer, right? Who are these guys?
Right.
Who does this? And hopefully with this communication, with the show today, folks will understand it better. They'll have a face to go along with the flyers. And you know, I guess the important part is, or a big part of it is, that before we used to just carry steak, chicken, seafood, and pork. And then one day, customers say, Dwaine, can you carry like ice cream, chicken wings, this, that, the other, breakfast sandwiches, pancake on a stick? And I heard it enough that I said, yeah, okay. Let's modernize this thing and get food that the people actually really want to have, because you know the kids, they want their ice cream, they want some cookies, they want some juices, they want that kind of stuff. So we went to that about 6 years ago, and it went very well. But now we've started a new program, which we work a lot with, almost exclusively with Walmart and Sam's Club. And what we have now is a same day or next day delivery, where folks can go ahead and take a look at the catalog, pick out the items they want, the exact items they want, and it be delivered to them that day or the following day. Because in the old days, you know, you'd roll up with the truck and they might want pizza rolls. Oh, I ran out of pizza rolls. Oh, I ran out of that, but how about these? Now they can pick exactly what they want, and that goes along with size and things like that. So they get exactly what they want, how they want it, and the service is so efficient that we deliver right to their door. Right to their door. And we started this delivery about 2 months ago, and I wasn't sure how receptive everybody was going to be, because I thought they wanted to see me. You know, they want to see me. My ego got in the way. And
Gut check real quick.
yeah, ego check. Very humbling. And because I love that part of the business, the relationships with everybody. And but about 97% of the customer family base that we have is converted to that. And they absolutely love it because they get everything they want. Everything they want.
And they don't have to go get it.
No.
They don't have to go get it.
To them.
And so
And sometimes even transportation can be a hindrance to some folks.
it can be. It truly can be. And so, it's a shame that the world's gotten to this point sometimes that we can't believe in others. And, with my program, I believe in others because here you go. Pay me later.
Now, Cheryl, how excited are you to participate in this?
I'm very excited. Cheryl gets paid now.
A check, how about that?
Yes. Cheryl, it was really, really a blessing to get the phone call that I got. When Tim 2 called and he said, I got a business opportunity for you. Actually, he texted, and I thought, oh, he wants to do an event. And he said, no, I want to offer you 5% of the company.
Oh, wow.
And I said, what? So he said that, and I accepted. And when he explained, I says, oh, wow, well, that's right up my alley anyway.
Yeah.
And now to be able to help others, and even the ones that are working, grandparents that are taking care of grandkids, like I had said, now the $16 can go toward the gas because now they don't have to say $16 for my medicine or $16 for food. Mm-hmm. They can say, well, I can spend gas because now I can go in and order and pay that later. So, it works both ways. Okay. And it helps out with even mothers who are working and don't get off until late, to be able to go to, and we're not knocking food banks or anything. I love them with all my heart. Mm-hmm. But, sometimes single working mothers can't get to the food bank because of the hours.
Right.
So now they'll be able to order and pay later. Mm-hmm. And that's going to be a great thing for a lot, because when we did the food distribution, that was a lot of the problems too. Yeah. Was that the parents would say, but I don't get off work until, can you save me some? Well, we would save it, but then worry at the same time, because here we got this food, we got to make sure that they come and get it so it doesn't go to waste. So this is a better opportunity for a lot of families.
And as we talked off the air before, this is like a gap to help in those times. And eventually, who knows, this may lead to changing the family tree, giving them what they need now, and down the road, better preparing them for what's ahead.
Yes, and it's not just for Chillicothe. We're going all of Ohio. So I'll be all over Ohio.
How about that?
Yeah, there's not any place in Ohio that we won't be able to provide this service to people.
Yeah. Because there are Walmarts everywhere.
Walmarts, Sam's Clubs, they dot the entire landscape. So
I don't know of a county that doesn't have one.
Right.
I don't either. And the funny part is that we did our research, right? And it turns out there's a lot of Sam's, but you got to multiply by 3 or 4 for the Walmarts. I mean, they're just everywhere. You might have one behind a building here. I don't know.
There may be another one being built even as we speak. How can people learn more about what you're doing? Do you have a website, or? We have
we're building a website right now, which should be up in the next, I'm going to say 3 weeks or so. But we do have a Facebook page that folks can go to, and it is Farmers Finest Foods. And I'll just show this here, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Farmers Finest Foods, and you can go to that, and you can kind of see what we're about. And there'll also be like a catalog of foods from Walmart, from Sam's Club, to just give you an idea. Now, I have a gentleman that works, we call it the Diamond Delivery Service. Pretty catchy. And so he's the director of that. And then the folks that are interested, they call us. And we go ahead and explain, what the options are for them. And if they want to go ahead and order from the catalog, there's a way that we can do this through text. All right, and we do that, and then either if it's early enough in the day, that same day is delivered. If not, it's the next day. And so it's just, it's I'm trying to keep as humble as I can. It's a great service, and it served the Indianapolis and surrounding communities really, really well. And we've decided to expand it through, and because there are food deserts, there's need, there's always hunger in this country, and if we can alleviate some of that, that's what we're about. Yeah. That is what we're about. And I just had met Cheryl yesterday for the first time. We communicated a little bit, but the energy that Cheryl has is off the charts, and her heart is definitely in the right place. And this is going to be an absolute perfect situation for Cheryl, because she loves the community, she loves people, and obviously with her last chapter in her life, she definitely has helped a lot of people and wants to continue and will continue to help people. Yeah. So I feel very blessed that Cheryl and I, that God put Cheryl in my path. Yeah. So
we've been benefactors of having you in the community, and now God's decided, I want to share you with the rest of the Buckeye State.
Yes.
How's that feel?
That feels great. And it's a great thing, because I already know a lot of people in the different areas. So it's just going to be bigger and better for them. You never know. I might be able to get Gus Macker in the other places too. Yeah, there's an
idea. Which raises the question. Yeah. Gus Macker 2025? Gus
Macker 2025.
Okay. Just want to make sure. That'll keep a portion of our community very happy.
Yes. Gus Macker also, it will continue on with the toy drives.
Good.
Christmas toy drives, which will be bigger and better now.
Very nice.
So it's going to be a lot.
Cheryl, thank you.
Thank you.
And Dwaine, nice to meet you. Thank you for what you're doing, and may God continue to bless others through your organizations.
Well, it's been an absolute pleasure, and thank you for enabling us to get the word out there, and the community thanks you too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Thank you again. And thank you for watching as well with this special edition of Litter Media Live.